Yes, these are the Dive Wrap 2025 in April 2026. But underwater, time flows differently. Only now we can share all of this with you. Over this year, we spent 25 days beneath the surface. Our camera entered the sea around 50 times. And altogether, that became almost 30 hours of life in a different element. But these numbers aren't about statistics. They're about how, step by step, we learn to truly be inside the moment and to share it with you. This year, the sea opened 5 completely different worlds to us, each with its own life, its own mood, its own story. One of the most beautiful reefs we've ever seen. Far from land, in the middle of the open sea, with that quiet adrenaline you can feel. This reef felt like a vast underwater coral garden, alive with colors and movement, trumpetfish drifting calmly, and a pair of clownfish close enough to feel part of their tiny world. A legendary reef full of life where a Napoleon wrasse named George once lived. We made a video story about him to remind divers not to make the same mistakes underwater. His memory now swims with us in every dive. Ras Mohammed National Park, a place of contrasts. Sandy beach, calm and peaceful. Fish drift lazily, unafraid, and we float with them, feeling completely at ease. A sheer drop into the blue, a world of power and mystery. The water feels infinite, the reef alive. We didn't see any sharks, but my heart raced imagining them. Coral fish darted around us, fearless. Every second here was breathtaking, humbling, unforgettable. Cora Bay, our home reef, the place we snorkeled the most, where we discovered and studied the majority of fish, corals, and all hidden wonders. A place where every dive overwhelmed us with emotion, where the sea revealed its magic again and again. How it began. One day we tried snorkeling, and after that we couldn't stop. It became our real hobby, which brought us even closer together. On the very first day we got our camera, we went snorkeling. No expectations, no plan, just curiosity. And the first really impressive thing the Red Sea showed us was a moray eel. Not hiding, not peeking from a cave, but moving, gliding along the bottom between corals. Huge, almost black, graceful, and powerful. It was our first ever encounter with the moray, and instantly we understood. Nothing underwater would look the way we imagined. We stayed close to each other. We felt her power, her presence, and our respect for this great creature. And just when we were swimming back, thinking the moment had passed, the sea paused and offered a final gift. A stingray rose from the depths up to the reef, straight into the sunlight. Time stopped. Blue spots glowing on its body, slow, calm movements. We simply floated there, forgetting everything else. That was the moment. We realized why we brought the camera into the water at all. Living encounters. Over those over 25 days, we made around 50 dives. And about 35 times, the shot was almost perfect. Almost. Because underwater, no one waits for us to press. record. And 4 times our camera ran out of battery at the most crucial moment. Every encounter with barracudas carried the same feeling. Fear and admiration intertwined. Once a massive barracuda swam behind us, at the same level, very close. We saw her eyes, her teeth, the movement of her fins, sunlight playing across her body. She was watching us, and we were watching her. In that moment, we didn't feel like visitors. We felt like part of the scene. Karank's giant trevallies. These encounters were always the most intense. Once, one of them stayed with us. He didn't want to leave. No one else around. Just us and him. It may have lasted 5 to 7 minutes, but it felt like an eternity. Fear slowly appeared, but we stayed because curiosity was stronger and because we were together. In moments like these, we realized we are stronger than we think. Throughout the year, we experienced about 8 truly intense encounters with predators. Our hearts raced, our hands trembled, and then came laughter, from relief, from adrenaline, from being alive. Unexpected connections. The porcupine puffer became more than just a favorite fish. He became something like an underwater guide. He swam calmly ahead and we followed. As he showed us his caves, one after another, he allowed us to come close, never raised his spines. There was no tension, only trust. Quiet, gentle moments that are hard to explain, but easy to feel. And only 28% made it into the edits. 8 long videos, 5 shorts, underwater racing. What didn't make it into the video stayed behind the scenes, simply because there was never enough time. Editing took countless hours, from 3 days to a full week for each long video. In the end, it took even more time than being underwater, but every single frame was worth it. Together with you, we spend around 135 hours underwater. Just imagine all those moments, all those eyes focused on the hidden life beneath the surface. And yes, we reached around 6,500 views. Every click, every second watched truly means more to us than you can imagine. 43 of you joined us on this journey and shared this quiet, powerful feelings of being connected to the sea. And these are not just numbers, they are shared perspectives, shared emotions, a shared connection to a world that exists without words, without rush, simply living its own life. Thank you for being with us. Each and every one of you matters to us. And we came back for you.